Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times Quick Cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Monday the 20th of October 2025, and today's setter is Oink. So Oink is our little piggy setter. Always throws in a clue related to pigs somewhere in the puzzle, and this is our 10th puzzle of the year, so we get one a month from Oink. The first 9 puzzles so far this year, all but one of them have been solved in under 15 minutes. So it's a Monday, track record's good with Oink. Should be quick, although we've obviously got these unchecked letters down the side. All these clues have got no help to get the starter letter, which might make it a bit harder. I am sucking a throat lozenge at the moment, so I don't know how that's going to go. Anyway, I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Doctor 8 pairs split in 2, separate. Quarrel is spar, and spar, disturb behind you and me. Disturbance, we, us. Wise man follows university practice. Uni, sage, practice, op. Try, you try, future. Posh individual spending time away. Posh individuals, one, spending time away. Take a T off of individual, can't think what that is. Hotel in Paris, perhaps. Hotel H, Paris capital. Instrument with strings attached, it's a scam. Some kind of lyre, guitar, banjo, violin, fiddle. No, fiddle is the word I was looking for. Animal devouring rook and a bit of chicken. Put an R into an animal to get to a bit of chicken. Breast and beast. Nick a piece of snooker equipment. You say, what's that? Bridge, cue, ball, yellow, green, brown, blue, pink and black. Red frame. Not sure about that. Spider. Rest. Turn back on Henry, selfish fellow. Turn back on Henry, selfish fellow. Ego. Unload vehicle carrying case of Lafitte. Okay, so what's that? K. Bustle. Bus, van, unload. Vehicle is a car, clear is to unload, isn't it, I suppose. English flower, festival, English flower, is that just the name of a river? Double deaf. Girl in mirror scratching head. Glass and lass. Councillor ran off with medal. Crucifix, cross. Councillor's CR, I think. Ran off could be an anagram, but I don't think so. Medal is a not sure. Okay, strange characteristic is millions received by top party. Millions would be an M, wouldn't it? So that seems like top would be party would be ball. Clergyman beginning to plan crime. Parson. Had parsonage come up in something. Spurned polish again. Rebuff. Okay, very nice. That's an off a toff. I defame a Brit, maybe. Islander. Rubbish is tat with European on it. This one, wise man, university practice, usage. Aha, that kind of usage. This must be a toff, I think. Posh is off. Why is your definition there? Okay. Rebuff and bump. Cross at server being disorganized. Anagram at server would be, cross would be aggravated, averse. There is a verse in there, isn't there? Can't see what it is. Somehow salvage son's gambling centre. Somehow. Is that just a... Well, that L suggests it isn't going to be a hidden word. Son's gambling centre. Anagram salvage... salvage sons. Las Vegas, isn't it? Somehow that's Las Vegas. Nurse accepting hospital. Tender. Okay, let's go with that. What's that? Warning. Nurse. Tend. Is that an H? That was hotel then, back on Henry. Selfish fellow. Turn back. So selfish fellow. Not sure about that. Volkswagen data incomplete. What's to be done? That must be a hidden word, mustn't it? Agenda. Yep. Oh, it's a hog. There it is. There's the piggy clue. Go as a turn. Yes. There it is. There's the piggy clue. Scoundrel must be Chad. Chad and a cad. Personal assistant from Era. Briefly on the up. Oh gosh. PA. Era is the Irish Republic. Not sure. Okay, let's look at this one. Oh, it's gone there. Nick a piece of snooker equipment. You say. Oh, it's a sound like snooker equipment. Oh, what's that? Nick and address. This one, English flower. So yeah, it's a flower. Councillor ran off with medal. Medal's going to be gongs. Eek. Yeah, not an easy Monday, I would say. Let's have a look at this one. Cross. Disturbance behind you and me is a rumpus. What is that rumpus? If it is. Behind is a rump and us. There he is, rumpus. Camp. Camp is a party. Top is a cap. Yep. This one, strange characteristic. Nope. Hotel in Paris, perhaps. Paris is an example of... Not sure what that is. Now, across each server, must be an anagram about server, mustn't it? At server. E. Got rid of an AES. Leaves me the traverse. Oh, crossing that way, traverse, there you are. Yes, I did say, did I say verse? Hotel. I can't think of what the French word for hotel is, and it can't be that simple, can it? In. Nurse accepting hospital. There's my H for hospital. Nurse is to tend is to. A warning is a. Can't think. Counsellor ran off. So just an anagram of ran, which would be NAR. English flower. Festival is a. Can't think of a word for that. And Nicope arrest. Yes, did I say arrest? Arrest. That kind of nick. Gosh, this is quite a hard, kind of hard, but not hard. If you know what I mean. Councillor ran off with medal. Oh, it's just an anagram ran and medal, is it? Which will be a alderman. Something from error, briefly, PA, personal, assistant from error, briefly on the up. Can that be a hidden word, which would be Siri? It's not really Siri, is it? Again, if that was Easter, yeah, Easter festival, I think that's personal assistant is Siri. Iris. Yeah, Iris. We had that clue, essentially that clue the other day. This is therefore nurses to thread, treat, threat. There we go. 9:15. Just these two to go then. What have we got here? Something E, something U, characteristic. Something. R. Strange. It should be a double definition, shouldn't it? So strange is renumber, characteristic. Can't think of a word there at all. And this, hotel in Paris, perhaps. The inn might be there, but then what's Paris going to be there? It was Greek hero, wasn't it, Paris? But I can't think of a hotel that ends in 4 letters off the top of my head. Characteristic. CE. Well, you should always think Q, shouldn't you? When you got a Q, when you see U, think Q. Does that help me? I don't think it is. Probably Q though. Strange. Equator. Equator fits. Sequitur. W. I think I may be here a long time on this one. I'm going to put this on pause and think to myself. Finally, I've come up with peculiar going down here, which means that Hilton, I think Paris Hilton, yes. There you go, 1429. So yeah, once again, sub 15 from Oink. Not the easiest one, those last two. Although, to be fair, peculiar and strange and characteristic isn't that hard, is it? It's just hard without the P there, and I didn't alphabet trawl far enough. Right, let's go through the clues. Excuse me. Doctor is your anagram indicator that 8 pairs is an anagram of separate, and something that is split into is separate. Sorry, not separate. Well, separate is to split it into. Separate is it's been split into. I'm not sure which version of that it needs, if either. A quarrel, if you quarrel, you spar, as in you have a fight. A health result is a spar. Reportedly, it should sound like indicator because the health result spar doesn't have an R on the end. Disturbance is a rumpus. Great word. Your behind is your rump, and you and me is us. Wise man is a sage following university. Youth university gives you usage, which is practice. So yeah, I think this is characteristic of this particular puzzle, is there's a lot of hidden away definitions like practice for usage. Posh individual is a toff, spending time away. Spending time is saying take the T off of it, so spend it, give it away. Toff becomes off, and off is away. So again, that's what I'm saying. Hotel is maybe the Hilton. I mean, hotel in Paris, perhaps. So yeah, Paris Hilton is obviously the star. So her surname Hilton is because she is from the family that own the Hilton hotels. Right, an instrument with strings is a fiddle, and a scam is a fiddle. I don't think the attached bit needs to worry about too much. An animal is a beast, devouring R for rook, which is chess notation, gives us breast, which is a piece of chicken, bit of chicken. To nick, so yeah, you're nicked, son, as they say in the Sweeney, to arrest someone. A is in the clue, a rest, a piece of snooker is a rest, and you say is your sound like indicator. Right, a turn is a go. When you're playing Monopoly, you have your turn, you have your go. Put it backwards gives you OG. On the end of H for Henry, which is a scientific notation for, I can't remember what it is, some scientific unit anyway, the H for Henry, gives you a hog, which is a selfish fellow, but it's also a little piggy clue from Oink. To unload is to clear. Now that's a bit of a less obvious definition, I think. Unload, clear. Vehicle is a car carrying case of Lafitte LE, but very simple clue actually, because you've got an LE, so you're looking for a 3-letter vehicle, which really can only be the car, the cab, the bus, or the van. Right, E for English, and a flower in this case is actually a flower. It's an aster. Sometimes flower is a flower, as in a river, but yeah. Easter is a festival. Excuse me. We're on to the girl in the mirror. Girl is a lass, sorry. Mirror is a glass. Think of Alice in the Looking Glass. And scratching head of glass. Glass becomes lass. Councillor is an alderman. Oh, can't quite see that. There we are. Councillor is an alderman, which is an anagram of ran, medal, and off is your anagram indicator. So those are the cross clues. On the downs we have peculiar, which is a double definition. So something that's peculiar is strange, and something that's peculiar to someone is characteristic of them. Millions is an M, standard abbreviation received by a top, so think of a bottle top or a bottle cap, which gives you a party, which is a camp. So yeah, another example of that, very precise. You've got to separate top and party to get to the camp. Clergyman is a parson, beginning to plan is the P, crime is arson. To spurn is to rebuff, to polish again is to rebuff. So you buff something as you polish it, so you do it again, you are rebuffing it. I defame is I slander, and a Brit, well, someone from the islands of Britain, British Islands, is an islander. Rubbish is tat. E for European, it gives you the Tate Gallery. To cross is to traverse. At server is an anagram of at server is an anagram of traverse. Being disorganised is your anagram indicator. Somehow is your anagram indicator that salvage is an anagram of Las Vegas, and then we need to put S for sun on the end of that to give us the gambling centre. To nurse is to treat, accepting H for hospital, and that gives you a threat, which is a warning. Volkswagen data contains the hidden word agenda. Incomplete is your hidden word indicator. What's to be done? Well, the agenda is what you're going to do, isn't it? Scoundrel is a cad importing H for heroin, which makes it Chad, the African country. And personal assistant is Siri, so we had that pretty much the same clue actually. Recently, personal assistant is Siri on computers. Error is from error is someone who is Irish. Briefly means take the H off of the Irish and then put it upwards, which gives you that. As I say, we had that recently. It was coming down here, and it was to do with Ireland, Irish then, I think, or flags, I can't remember. So there we go. Anyway, 1429. Slightly slow start of the week because of those two there, but otherwise, solid puzzle from Oink. Thank you for watching.